My dear friends, sisters, and good luck for all men learning that we can't continue as we did too long time. And I'm very glad to be with you. On the one side, we were astonished, even glad that this new attack, this new stand-up, this new revolution took place. On the other side, we saw how difficult it is to be full of courage, to go there and not to stand away. As we heard from Mrs. Rajavi, don't be silent when you have to bring up your voice. Do it together. That's the new perspective of solidarity. It starts with how many will follow us. And what happened in Iran shows that so many years where a lot of people died, were tortured, could never go home. They are coming once more because they didn't give up. That's my understanding from a politician or a convinced human being. Don't give up. Because when we give up, there is no hope any longer. So be grateful to all these women, to all these men, protesting, saying, we ask for freedom, personal freedom and freedom of thinking, of expressing, of choosing how we will go in our lifestyle. No force how we have to be covered. That's personal decision, and we don't find it neither in other religions nor in the Quran. And women stand up and say, it's our decision, our personal decision, not the force from outside. And there are so many exclusions, no creativity for looking once more and longer to the big competences of women. I even think that now we are in a 2018, where we see women are necessary. Men can do it alone. After so many wars, so many refugees, killed women, children, and soldiers, men, they give up. And we are seeing, following women who not give up. They continue against all these aspirations. And I'm very glad that we are here together. It's not the 8th of March, but it will come in a few days with Mrs. Rajavi. First of all, I tell you, we are lost when there is nobody who goes on, who guides. And female guiding, I hope today, is different from male guiding. As long as we believe every conflict must be solved by a new war, by new torture, by new suppression, we will not be successful. we continue in the old way and not in a new way. Giving freedom for every person doesn't mean do control him more. That's not only in one system, in a lot of systems where people believe, don't trust nobody, only yourself. But we need trust in human beings. We need trust in their capability to change the world. And what we learned in these days, and what happened in Iran, they didn't give up. And we need guidance even. Of course, with a certain energy of ourselves, we start, but we can't do it alone. Nobody can do it alone, but it's of difficult. They believe they could do it alone. But look at the disaster we have at this moment and this year in the world. And there's nevertheless new hope. Hope from people coming together, keep one another with us, and bring their protest so loud, so clearly to all of us that we can follow. And when I remember, well, there's always criticism. Women are unable to govern the world. Women are unable to be really creative. They are not the representatives of peace. But who is a representative of peace if not human beings? And we look and we learn that we can make changes, as we say, Women Network for Change. But as we are together today with women and men from all over the world, that shows there is a common need to work together for more peace, for more freedom, for more trust in human capability. And it's the moment not to ask all the time, we are too weak. Others can do it better. But my opinion is, my conviction is, together we are very, very strong, and don't dare to say the opposite, because we have capabilities, we have competences, creativity, not for murdering, but to save life, to give us back the dignity of human beings which we have lost. We have to learn all over the world that not only in Iran, that we need a change very soon. If not, we are lost in our world, destroying our world, not respect nature, not respected the global world, and to look which tortures, which negative experience, which traumas have created instead of running for one another. And I say it even as a European woman, the German woman, I hope we develop more sensitivity, more empathy for all the refugees where often I heard they have to go back, we can't take them. We can afford more. And the main possibility, the main condition for this is to start together and have a new feeling of solidarity, not only the old one, but really sticking together, help one another, and not to say, you have to learn from me. We have mutual learning, mutual enriching, mutual saving. And thanks that also Iran could have the opportunity to know there is a group, there is Mrs. Rajavi, there are others looking for a better world. We need the abolishment of all discrimination, the abolishment of all violence, may it be sexual violence and all the other forms we practice in a way which creates more and more brutalism. I hope the day today is one where we start once more, inspired, convinced by the Iranian standing up, crying for the needs of human beings, being protected, being safe, being free. And all our lectures about freedom have the deeper sense that, first of all, the human beings are free to think, to create, to help one another, and to continue to show another perspective how to govern the world. That was what we discussed this morning among women. We need new perspectives, not the old ones. We can learn from the old ones, but we have to enlarge them, to enrich them, and to look what is the world today. And women are able to give the right answers when they have the opportunity. And I say in this connection, also the mental and especially the mental power and the spirit to speak about their convictions in a better world. Let us stick together, fight together. It's not to have without fighting, as we see, but we can and we are able. Thank you.